Hello everyone, welcome to the video where I'll be talking about 10 things to know about bees. Disclaimer, this is not an all-encompassing list. Again, this is only 10 things. There's a lot of things you should know about bees, especially now that they're just added in Minecraft. I'm just giving you a good pointer to kind of start out and be able to learn from there pretty much. One thing that is worth knowing with bees is when you find a bee's nest, that means that there's at least 3 bees at this bee's nest. Don't know why 3, but the devs decided it, so we get 3 bees per their nest. Don't quite know where that bee's going. His nest is right there. Later. And number 2. Your best bet actually to find bee nests are to look in the flower forest biome, which, as you can see here, this is a flower forest biome. This is actually the only biome in this map. And there's a beehive right there. I think there was one right there. Yep, right there. And then I know I saw another one down here. So that's 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of bees around here. The other 2 biomes that bees can be found in are regular plains and a sunflower plains. The reason why the flower forest is the best biome is because each tree will have a 5% chance to spawn a nest on it, and since flower forests has a lot more trees than any of the plains, it kinda wins in that aspect. Number 3. When bees are in their nest, you can actually use Silk Touch to collect the nest and move it, which also gives you an achievement, Total Bee Location. If you break the nest without Silk Touch, the bees get angry at you. Oh gosh, okay. I can't move. Number 4. To breed bees, you actually give them a heart. And this one all the way over here. Go like that. I don't know if they're going to find it. And when you feed them, you get a baby bee. Also, along that line, you use flowers and the bees will follow you. So you can actually lead them with flowers if you didn't want to snatch their home. And if you don't have it, they just dissipate off and do whatever they want. Number 5, you can actually make beehives, which are different than bees' nests. But first you will need to find a bee's nest and shear it when it is full of honey, like this one is dripping honey. So you can tell it's full, and you'll get 2 and... oh, there it is. 3 honeycomb from that. Using the honeycomb, you come over to the crafting table, do 3 across like that, 3 planks, and that makes you a beehive. So then you'll be able to place that wherever you want. And even in survival mode, when you break a hive, it actually drops itself. Unlike the bee's nest, that will actually just break. Number 6. Bees actually have 3 different visual states. They have the pollinated state, which that one just had for a split second. They also have the passive state, which they are currently in, where they don't have any pollen and they're just searching pretty much for flowers. And when they are around a flower, eventually they will get pollinated. There we go, like that. And then the last one that you have is the angry bee. Oh gosh. Damn it. Perfect. So they are both pollinated and angry. So I guess there's like 4 states. But this is a mixed state. And right now they have nothing to aggro on. So, because I'm in creative mode. Number 7. Pollinated bees, when they return to their nest or hive, will actually increase the honey level. Once it reaches 5, then you can actually collect honey from it using an empty bottle. Which this one is not at level 5 yet. And the texture actually changes as it levels up. So that's how you can kind of keep an eye on it for the nests. And as you see here, I'm about to set the block, which I'm pointing at right here, to Minecraft bee nest and a honey level of 5, which will then change it to be dripping. There it is. Dripping honey, which means if I go take an empty bottle now and click on it, it'll give me honey. And they are angry, but if I do this again, just to set that, instead of just taking the honey, if you put a campfire below it and smoke the bees, then take a glass bottle, you will get the achievement Be Our Guest. And as you can see, they are not angered by it. Number 8. Bees can be used to increase the speed of farms. When a pollinated bee flies over a crop, it can increase its growth by 1 stage like bone meal. It can be done 10 times before the bee will return to its passive state and will have to collect more pollen. I couldn't get it to the point where it shows that organically, but just know that that's a thing that you can do. It's probably way smarter than me. It's going to figure out a way to make it work. Number 9. This one's a little sad. If you actually hit a bee and get it to sting you, as you can see, it lost its stinger. See, that one has a stinger, this one does not. And eventually, about a minute actually after it loses its stinger, it will die. A lot like a real bee does. Well, a real honeybee does. So eventually this bee will just perish, since it lost its tail. Number 10. Last thing on this list, there is now bees in Minecraft. I guess you should have already known that from the rest of this video, huh? Yeah, I probably could have said that first. Well, too late now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.